Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we're going to go and take a look at LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Maybe the best unit in the game. I think it's in discussion. They did a really good job with these anniversary LR EZAs several years in a row now. You know, kind of like the main Dokkan Fest EZAs for anniversary LRs are always just put in kind of like this top 5 level. Like, they're always very crazy. Now this guy, it's wow. I mean, it's just strength on top of strength everywhere. Defense, offense, good links, rainbow orb changing, scouter, like utility, like they got everything, man. This character's crazy. Now, okay, so I actually didn't really need to change up my build much. So this character is so dominant. There's going to be so many crits built in, that'll be pointless. Additionals, I think, actually could be useful for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I mean, yeah, he'd give you an additional normal, but, I mean, we really do need to consider the fact that pretty much nothing else even really matters. I don't think dodge is going to do very much. There's going to be very limited windows where dodge is actually going to help you. I mean, it'll exist, I guess, but it's not like a huge deal. Raw defense to probably just maximize his guarding and damage reduction potential, I think is probably a good idea. Now, I was looking at it, so I could make a decision. I could keep, so I think this is the previous anniversary equip I've got on him, the additional and defense. I could go to additional and raw attack, though. You know what? I think the character will be so dominant defensively already. I think, why don't we just go ahead and do that? Why don't we just give him the raw attack one? So, yeah, I mean, I think something like this looks good. The character, again, is just going to be so dominant. I don't know that we really need much else, right? Like, I think this looks good. So, all right, let's just go ahead and jump in. There's a couple of different 220% leader skills we could run this character on. Giant Ape Power, Battle of Fate, as well as, you know, the successor Pure Saiyan Fusion team of AGL Gogeta. Let's just see how good LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is. Yep, there we go. Man, we're going to get to see that played an awful lot. Holy hell. That's just the greatest right there. Oh, Kakaroto. Alright, so this character's ridiculous. They're stupid as hell, obviously. Alright, so we're at 400k again. We do have a decent amount of defensive equips. I could have leaned a little bit more into defensive. I mean, well, I guess I went over it. We could have leaned more into defensive equips there. I mean, I guess let's just get going. So, turn, like, they come out, right? And we have, they do want to get orbs, by the way, so we'll grab 7 right there. That's good. And then our stats are going to go up a little bit. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so turn 1, they have 77% damage reduction and an additional super from their intro. And then they get 2 key, 100% attack and defense, and they're guarding for 7 turns as well from their intro. Both of those proc. And remember, their intro doesn't have any sort of like crazy condition or anything like that, so that's good. And then another big thing is they do get 10% attack and defense per key sphere, up to 77%. So there is one additional key sphere we could have gotten. I'm going to hold back a little bit with this Goku right here. There is one additional key sphere we could have gotten to get more stats, but that was still pretty good. All right, so Goku Black super attacks right away. Sure. We'll eat this for nothing. I hope this guy doesn't seal or something like that. I haven't done this enough to... Okay, good. Okay, good. 15 we start out with. Okay, sure. Now, remember, every super attack they do is a 50% attack and defensive stack. Every single super attack they do. So every single time, we're 50% attack and defensive stacking. Beautiful. Fantastic, right? So, with the way content is right now, it's just, like, these stacking characters are going to thrive, right? Like, I mean, if things go your way, any of these characters that are really building up defense can potentially get to a point where they're going to be able to handle business. Now, this character is different. I mean, they're in contention for #1 overall. But, you know, other characters that, like, stack, like Namek, Goku, or Full Power Frieza, like, you could definitely get away with them looking very impressive depending upon kind of, like, how the run goes and shit like that, right? All right, so we just keep supering, right? This stupid character. So we'll do their regular super. They get a guaranteed additional super from their intro. They get a guaranteed additional super at 17 key and a guaranteed additional at 20 key. Did we get the hidden potential system additional super as well with them? I'll double check. Again, I held back with Goku. I didn't want to go all out with him, get his guaranteed crits, because I wanted to kind of like hold back a little bit. It's like these bosses do have tremendous HP pools, but I mean, even still, I mean, we're going to be decimating them and dominating them, right? So once we get AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku out too, things are going to get pretty damn interesting. Okay, I guess we can just... By the way, Limit Breaker Vegito should be fine. Like, I think a lot of these characters on this team that we're running here should be fine, especially once we have double Super Saiyan 4 Goku out. I think, like, you know, like Super Saiyan 4 Gohan should be okay. I chose not to bring that one kid in LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I just felt like there was no need to do that, considering we have, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who will probably be rocking in slot 1. And then also, you know, we're going to have Great Ape Vegeta, so we're going to be able to handle business. Okay, damn. Maybe I should not have held back last turn. Now I see that. Because I'm very concerned that Goku Black is going to be left with a sliver of HP right here, which really sucks ass. But it's okay. Because, I mean, we're just going to be, you know, kind of like stacking up. I don't think we're going to need to transform with Gogeta into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Really for quite a while, right? I think we could take plenty, we could take our sweet, oh, super attack, that's nice. We could take our sweet ass time doing it, right? Transforming into Gogeta, for his dominant power and stuff like that. All right, yeah, looks like they're gonna have a sliver of health. Now, let's keep an eye on Zamasu. This next Zamasu, he can seal. I would really rather not get sealed if we could avoid it. All right, oh, let's go over their link set as well. Yeah, we got 5 supers, so we got a perfect first rotation. That's what they could do turn 1, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 supers is their max, so we got a perfect start, which is beautiful. Look at their stats now, by the way. Like, look how fast this shit goes up. Is this shit not crazy? Like, that's how you could tell, like, oh, damn, dude. It's because they super so much. And remember, this is giving them damage and defense on every single one, so... You know, once we get to Gogeta and we could do his active skill, we could do his counters at... It's just, man, it's going to get pretty nasty. Linkset is very good. Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Saiyan Roar, Shocking Speed, GT, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Now, I've been comparing this combination. Really, what I'm comparing is this combination of links. Saiyan Roar plus the GT link is essentially kind of like, you know, super class big bad bosses. These GT Super Saiyan 4 characters, whoops, I clicked the wrong one. These GT Super Saiyan 4 characters, it's like they get such a massive power buff when they're, you know, with another GT Super Saiyan 4 character. So, like, AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku comes out, and he's very good, and, like, we can instantly tell, like, yeah, he's going to be super crazy once this happens, and, like, one of these big things has happened. Now we have this character. They're perfect partners, and remember, that Super Saiyan 3/4 Goku is going to massively be great for LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as well. All right, so we'll hit this. Remember, when they get orbs, they do get extra stats, so their stats will be even higher now. By the way, every rainbow key sphere they get gives them a 10% chance to crit. And they are, of course, just super effective against all types anyway, also. Remember that Physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is giving us support, too. All right. All right, let's see. Probably Physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito would probably be the worst character we're rocking. Maybe. I mean, I don't... Super Saiyan 4 Gohan with extra damage reduction will be pretty effective. That was 22 million we're up to? Okay. Continuing with the stacks and stuff like that. Perfect. That's great. That's great. He lives with a sliver, so we can get another stack in. That's beautiful. And at minimum, we still could have done one more. I guess I did lean into additionals fairly heavily, but, I mean, once we fuse into Gogeta, that will be relevant, of course. All right, so this Zamasu can seal. We definitely don't want Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta to get sealed, so let's kind of keep an eye on where he supers, and we could probably figure out where he might super next turn if we pay attention here. Just hopefully he doesn't super right away. That would be bad. Just don't do this. All right, cool. All right, so let's see, because this Zamasu, he attacks 9 times per turn, and he does have a 9 cooldown. All right, so he supered on his 3rd attack. So as long as he doesn't overload slot 1 next turn with like 50 attacks right away, we're probably going to be able to just... we'll just stack with the Super Saiyan 4 some more. I mean, that's the thing. They're going to be so powerful in base. We'll see. Let's see what the defense is looking like, right? Because, I mean, they are just going to be guarding for 7 turns. Maybe, you know, once we'd hit that turn 8, right, and they're just rocking with raw defense, at that point, obviously, it's like, okay, like, you know, we probably should fuse, but we'll see how it's going to go. Okay, sure. By the way, running double Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as a team, I mean, that's going to be one of the best teams in the game as well, by the way. I just am choosing not to do that, of course. Well, okay, I guess we could do this. We'll play it. Let's just transform, and then I'll probably just skip through the turn here. All right, we had to get the Super Saiyan 4 Goku in there. We got to get that one in. Okay. So now the boys are going to be looking pretty good together. So this is going to be a nice little power buff for us, right? Super Saiyan 4 Goku's going to get his support out and stuff like that. So we are up to 1.9 million defense. We can hit this. I mean, this will give us 2, you know, Rainbow Orbs for 20% crit, but who cares about that? Let's just hit this. Zamasu did waste his super attack while Goku was in his... you know, golden Great Ape form. Yeah, so now, remember, he's giving damage reduction support, and he's also giving the other support, just the huge defensive support. So it's like, having like LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Great Ape Vegeta added to this is huge, because in most of these fights, like, Great Ape Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta both can function as powerful slot 1s for us on this team. Right? So now AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku could just settle in to his slot 2 role, where he'll be very dominant supporting each rotation. And then, you know, our floaters could be stuff like in Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Maybe some people will talk about that in Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but he fucking sucks. So, like, we'll refrain from rocking with him. Because it's just, he needs to be in slot 1. I mean, we could, I guess, but, like, that would include making either LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who's way better than him, or Great Ape Vegeta, who's way better than him, a floating character. It just makes no sense, right? Like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku just doesn't really have a place on this team. So, all right. Now we got this bad boy out. So, remember, he's given 2-turn support. I think going into the final phase, we will probably transform into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta next turn. All right, so Super Saiyan 4 Goku just dusts him. All right, so we're going to get to this rotation. I'll just probably skip through this whole turn. We are going to be able to go into the Golden Great Ape with the other Super Saiyan 4 Goku right here. So I think we'll probably come back and we'll go ahead and transform into whatchamacallit. We'll transform into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We'll come back. All right, guys, we're coming back. So now we have multiple turn Super Saiyan 4 Goku support up. Things are just looking very, very good. I think that this boss here really is quite a difficult boss. This is not some just like, you know, mediocre, like, loser boss or anything like that. So we got to do, you know, be locked in right here. So remember, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, so we're up over 3 million defense. We could get all 7 links up if we had them in the middle slot, but, I mean, we're obviously going to need to get them in slot 1. We're ready to transform into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We're in the final phase. Here's the thing about Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? The transformation condition, turn 4 start of battle, is just a dream, right? Like, through these years, like, since these guys have come out, the gods and LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, like, that's, like, what we, like, just, like, turn 4 start of battle is, like, a perfect mix, right? And we got that. Like, okay, so, back in 2022, it felt like you won once you transform into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but unfortunately that was not true. Because as much as I loved their original release, history misremembers them quite a bit. You know, as good as they were, and they were the best units in the game by far, they were also victims in Red Zone. But now on EZA, this is now a win button. Ah! Okay. Yeah. I don't know how to explain this, but so AGL Gogeta like says the same thing, but he has a fraction of the aura when he comes out. I mean, obviously, but even yeah. And then there's this right here. Whew. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm having difficulty holding it together. So, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, again, when I described him as a win button, that's exactly what he is. So he has 77% damage reduction his first turn. He gets 300% attack and defense. 2 ki per ki sphere obtained, so he's always at 24 ki. He's super effective against all types. Baseline, which is pointless. He guards, then he has a high chance to crit. Then he launches a guaranteed additional super. And then he has a scouter! He has a scouter. He just has a permanent scout. He has a scouter. Okay. Then for the first 4 turns, so that's, I guess, 2 rotations no matter what. It's 2 appearances by Gogeta no matter what. He will be Rainbow Orb changing. He gets stats, 10% attack and defense up to 100% per key sphere obtained. He gets 10% crit and damage reduction per Rainbow Key Sphere. He gets 50% attack when we do the active, or we attack with 24 key. So then he has 2. I'm gonna actually switch over for this. I want to show these. So these, yeah, I mean this shit is obviously nuts, right? Okay, so when receiving an attack, if his HP is 50% or less one time, he gets 50% damage reduction when receiving it. This is just like Carnival Frieza, like the Carnival Goku and Frieza. I mean, maybe it seems solid on paper, but like I don't think we're gonna see this very often. I mean, maybe, you know, Gogeta's not gonna be taking damage for a while, I think, but some other character gets bullied or some shit like that. And then like Gogeta would have extra damage reduction on like past his first turn. You know, eventually this guy will be power crept and stuff like that, but like right now I don't really see it, right? And then this, so they buffed this to 70% chance. Remember, there was an update back when this guy first came out. This was a dodge, right? But they updated that and made these super attack counters nullifications. So now even against, you know, there's dodge canceling everywhere in the current content. Does not matter to Gogeta, right? And he has the scouter. You see the super attack, you put this guy in front of it, and the boss can't do shit. It is so broken. It's last year the scouter was not that crazy, like in the Goku and Frieza, like it's just, I don't, like, you would have the scouter and it could be really good for 17 and Golden Frieza, and that was pretty much it, because Goku and Frieza would statically always super attack in the same spot. This year with the content, that's not true, right? The scouter will actually be very valuable against some of these Jirins and Topo and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's going to be very good. And then it's guaranteed if you're if your HP is 50% or less when he's targeted, right? So, I mean, he's just God. So we'll hit this. So it's difficult, right? Like I can see the argument for this guy as number 1 or for Tech Vegito as number 1. I do think that there's good arguments for both. Because Tech Vegito does draw every attack towards him and then destroys the boss, I feel like it's very difficult for me to not say he's number one. But like, this Gogeta is so crazy. So look at this. So we have 100% damage reduction right now, by the way. We got all those rainbow orbs. We have 100% damage reduction. And he's also got 3.6 million defense, dude. We have 100% damage reduction, by the way. So it's just craziness. Now, don't mess up. Now, by the way, okay, so I saw it's, you know, some people weren't completely hip to my lore. Totally fine. I've uploaded so many videos throughout history. I do not expect nobody to be all the way caught up on all that. But with Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, when we do the super attack counter, I would, you know, scream bitch, right? Very funny, very funny. People love this. So, but when Super Saiyan 4 physical Gogeta did his counter, I would always say baka, because I mean he does the little party popper or whatever, and then beats the shit out of him. So, so just I gotta say it just so people aren't like, you know, when we're using Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, we'll be screaming bitch, but physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, it's baka. That's what we're doing here. All right, so, oh good, you're healing, so we have more time to bully you. Wait, did we not? Damn, that sucks. Oh, I was all prepared to scream. Well, only me would fail the first. Whatever, dude, it's fine. I mean, we still take 0 damage. 50 million, okay, that's good. Yes, that's awesome, dude. All right, so we will drop the 50 million right there. And then we get the guaranteed additional super right here. Perfect. And then he'll cap out at a 3rd super, right? The hidden potential system is the next one we'll do. And he, of course, gets massive stats from all those. We get the hidden potential system, and it's a super W. Beautiful. Oh, I guess I should talk about his super attack effects, but I'll probably just come back next turn, I guess. And we'll discuss them. I hope the next rotation doesn't get killed. Goku Black and Zamasu do hit very hard. By the way, this is a very tanky boss, by the way, as you guys may be able to see. And this is where, like, you know, what's funny is I was planning on using this as maybe my initial showcase now. I was using Beerus, but people, I mean, the community is just so fucking sensitive. I mean, I'm gonna call it out, right? Like, people could talk shit about me all day long, and, like, I'll battle back, but, like, I'm not, I don't know. I don't feel like it's really, like, I run the Beerus stage, and, like, Frieza keeps dying, and people are losing their fucking minds. Like, dude, I didn't design the fucking Frieza, man. Like, okay, like, oh, fine, we'll do this stage, I guess, as our initial showcase stage. This one looks good, though, because this boss is so tanky. They have so much HP, they're healing, and they're so tanky. So I think that this could make really for a good showcase stage. But we do have to be careful. Once we knock them below 40% HP, they are going to get very strong. We'll be able to tell because the little attack buff symbol will be at the top. So this is going to be interesting. I got to be careful, dude. I'm screaming and stuff already. Like, we got to do the God showcase too, man. Like, let me calm it down a bit here. Remember that the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, though, are just going to be getting stronger and stronger and stronger in here. So it's like, you know, we're going to be fine. I would be nervous about Super Saiyan 4 Gohan getting one-shot killed if they super back there, but I don't think that's going to happen. I pray that's not going to happen. I'll be annoyed. Okay, perfect. We got to get the nullification by Gogeta. I can't believe we failed the first one, dude. Come on. I can't believe we failed that first nullification, dude. Crazy. All right, there was the super attack. We're safe. We'll come back next turn. Chat. Uh-oh. 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 That is not a good spot for that super attack, Goku Black and Zamasu. That is not an ideal spot for y'all to do that. So, of course, we will, you know, in the video, eventually, you know, get Gogeta next to, like, double AGL Gogeta, and we'll see, we'll see some silliness there. Okay, so I guess let's just grab our orbs first. We'll look at his stats, but I do need to go over... So that's 3, that's 3. I guess we'll just hit this. A shame that those EGL orbs are, like, if those... Yeah, well, whatever, we could hit this. All right, so we'll grab that. Boom. Okay? Let's look at what his stats are. Oh! I'll cry. Oh my god, he's the greatest. Oh my god. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 is just the best. Okay, here, let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. Okay, super attack effects for Gogeta, which are crazy. I'm a duh. Oh, no way. They're crazy. Yeah, they're crazy. Okay, so his 18 key, he gets 100% attack and events for 4 turns. So it's, you know, like we'll be able to keep that up. And of course, no, wait. No, dude. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I wanted the dude. Are you kidding me? Only me. I can't get the counter, man. Only me. All right, we're gonna attack break. I mean, I guess that's good. We could show the value of the attack break here. I mean, that's good for the showcase as well. We'll obviously get the nullification, but we're not gonna get it again, unfortunately, dude. I'm sorry, bro. What do you want me to do, man? I'm trying my best. Okay, we're not gonna get the nullification because we're gonna attack break it. Oh yeah, here, let's go back to his super attacks. I realized that. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Okay, so he gets 100% for 4 turns on his 18 key and the attack break. But we'll be able to, you know, again, show the value of that, which is cool. Then on his 12 key, he gets 100% attack and 50% defense for 1 turn. So just think about, like, how monstrous his defense is going to be after he supers, right? All right, let's do this. We have a lot of support, but I mean, this is what like, I guess the best Giant 8 power setup would look like. I would be a little concerned about physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, and I mean in Super Saiyan 4 Gohan as well. Both of them are a little concerning. Dude, this stage is kind of, like, they really do kind of just, like, sit there for a while, huh? Goku Black and Zamasu. Like, if you're not using Vegito, and because it's like, dude, it's like, this is like, it's like Red Zone. Dude, this boss is Burst Mode Kid Buu. Once they're under 40% HP, they're hitting like as hard as Red Zone Kid Buu. This is Burst Mode Kid Buu, dude. Oh, wait, no. Oh. Wait, what? Wasn't it? Huh? I looked at, excuse me. Apaka! Bitch, hold that. 53 mil, nice. Yeah, pretty good. Dude, 53 million. Like, that is insane. He's different, man. He's just different, period. All right, so the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus are stacking. They're getting stronger and stronger and stronger. They're doing guaranteed crits. They're doing massive damage. I mean, dude, this is the best we've seen Super Saiyan 4 Goku look as well, right? Like, this shit is pretty crazy. Yeah, so he's holding in very well there. Oh yeah, dude, this is the showcase stage, I think. The very first stage I'll always do, because this boss is gonna be able to sit there for quite a long time. They are pretty scary though. So it's like we're gonna get to turn 10 and they're gonna start killing. Alright, let's see. If they've got the attack buff symbol, they're now. No, not yet. Not yet. Once you see that attack buff symbol, they're gonna be pretty spooky. All right, let's hit this. We could use Limit Breaker Vegito's active whenever we want to. All right, so Grid at Vegeta's gonna get the Dokkan attack right there. That's a they heal 44 million, right? So again, that's why I say, like, this boss. This is Red Zone Burst Mode Kid Buu. That's exactly what this is. Okay. That's very interesting. All right, we'll sit these boys down, and then I guess we'll do a Battle of Fate showcase, and then we'll run Gogeta on EGL Gogeta's team as well, and then we'll probably, the point of that one would be to get him with a double Gogeta active skill turn up, right? And then, I mean, we could do his counter, and we'd be hitting, like, the damage, like, we'd be hitting 99 million, all right, we'd be hitting the damage cap. Well, the visual damage cap, I guess we could call it. All right, so Super Saiyan 4 Goku's doing his guaranteed crits, guaranteed double supers, stacking. So, again, they're hanging in for a while, but the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus are just getting stronger and stronger and stronger, right? Yeah, 8 million on an additional normal, pretty good. And then he permanently builds up ki, like, see, so it gets easier for him too. Like, it's just, he just starts to not need ki. I do really like his design. You know, I love my slot 1 characters, overwhelming defensive characters, but that Super Saiyan 4 Goku's designed very well, I think. And he's designed very well for the current content. Okay, now they've got it. Yep, now they're crazy. They're, oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. So, now we're going to do the big boy active skill. Remember that the damage for this goes bonkers based on all the super attacks we would have done in base with the stacks. Remember that Super Saiyan 4 Goku's 2-turn, you know, super attack support massively strengthens this. I'm pretty certain we're going to hit 900, or we're going to hit the visual cap with this. That's why I don't understand why they didn't upgrade the visual cap. Because they just reworked everything. So why not change that? Like, I don't really get why they didn't do that. That, like so far, like, the Dokkan Battle 2 update, that would be one of my only complaints, is why didn't they make it higher? Because we have all these characters who could easily get there. It's not like there's like, oh, there's just one character on this Mega Juice setup, right? Like, a dozen characters easily get there without even very much wank at all. So, all right, we'll pop the active. Here. Let's just go over here. So, remember, we could do this if HP is 50% or less, or facing one enemy whose HP is 50% or less. Just going to do ultimate damage to the enemy, and then all attacks are going to become guaranteed critos as well. Alright, so there we go. So, unfortunately, we didn't quite hit the visual cap, but, I mean, that's A-okay. So now, remember, our boy's gonna have guaranteed crits. Unfortunately, though, one thing I guess that is a little bit of, you know, I guess a shame. He's not gonna be Rainbow Orb changing anymore, because it has been a few turns, but that's good. Yeah, dude, this is a great fight, man. We are easily able to see shit. Okay, so, remember, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he's still, not Link level 10, excuse you, sir. Get those links up, buddy. Chop, chop. Remember, yeah, GT Super Saiyan 4s, they're, you know, essentially big bad bosses characters, man. All right, let's go. Hopefully we could get a chance. Oh, no, wait, you already did do the notification. But we could do it right here. Remember, every attack we're doing here is guaranteed crits on this turn. We are going to be doing a lot of guaranteed critos. We're whittling this boss down. This Goku Black and Zamasu, I mean, they pretty easily, I think, could catch us at this point. Not on the father right here, of course, but their damage, I mean, they're supering for a good, like, at least 7 million or something like that, right? Oh, by the way, Baka! Yeah, hold this. Bitch. Oof. Oh, my God, dude. Filthy, dude. He's an animal. Oh, my God. 55 million. On the counter, dude. On the counter. And you know where to put him. It, like, the big neon sign that says, we're supering right here, buddy. Damn. All right, we're, looks like we're about to finish this off. Perfect. Yeah, again, we'll do Battle of Fate. I was just about to say, yeah, well, I guess we'll, like, go to the BRS fight with Battle of Fate. Let me not do that. People get very sensitive with that Frieza when he dies, man. I shouldn't do that, of course. We might not be able to kill on this next turn. All right, you're good, right? No, he's not. Start dodging, buddy. Dodge, 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 dodge. Why did they put all those attacks at the end? Well, whatever. I mean, we don't really care about winning. We're here to show Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta anyway. Yeah, well, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, not quite so good. That's fine. Alright, guys, so now we are hopping in here. Wanted to make sure to get that, that intro in again, of course. Okay, so we're fighting Beerus. We'll, things are gonna go good here. I'm not really too concerned. I guess we'll just pair him with AGL UI Goku right there. So remember, their links are pretty good, right? Being able to work with a lot of very effective characters like AGL UI and stuff like that. We'll be able to get the domain up here. I did want to make sure to bring another Turn Up Power character set, Tech UI Goku had his intro up, obviously. Now, we do have quite a bit of support. Remember that the Goku and Frieza, when he first shows up, is going to give that massive support. Yeah, okay, so this is good. So we got like an 11 million attack set right there, okay. I mean, so, without Saiyan Roar, without GT, remember, those links are, absolutely massive. We will be able to move Super Saiyan 4 Goku next to him when we're able to, but it's not a bad thing to get footage of this character without Super Saiyan 4 Goku next to him. Like, I don't really think it's an issue. Alright, yeah, this character is really crazy. I do think I am gonna say I like Vegito as #1, because his active skill is just, it's too much. It's like, people, I mean, they are very, they have their favorite, Dokkan characters, and, they turn into, blood wars about arguing with them. But, I mean, it's just, that type of active skill is just way, it's so overpowered. What Tech Vegito has. There's an argument, though, because this character, the Goku and Vegeta, I mean, look at this, it's gonna be just easy, cold-blooded double digits right here, right? This is a big boy super. They're just so crazy. Pretty much always. The thing is you're never gonna see them bitched. Even if the boss has toxic mechanics, AoEs, locking, all that type of stuff doesn't really affect them. Whereas, the Tech Vegito can be caught, right? The base form for both him and the AGL Gogeta, can be a little weak at times, depending upon the fight. And, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta just doesn't really have that type of weakness. But I do think there's a difference between the Tech Vegito active skill and the rest of the game. That turn, only he can do. So that's kind of the thing about that. But I mean, I'm not really too sure where I go. If I like this character at 2 or AGL Gogeta at 2, I would definitely say the AGL Gogeta character, though. I have been very unimpressed with both the Vegeta and the Goku portion of the unit. And you could say Veku is definitely better than the Potara break, but I mean, in a good run, we are not using Veku. Right? We would want to double Gogeta anyway. Alright, I'm just going to skip through this just in case the worst happens. Alright, guys, we're coming back in here. So remember, we had the Frieza last turn, and then we have the Frieza that... What the hell is that? Okay. So my point is we have double Frieza support right now. The 77% support Frieza gives... right here, to Reps Unit 7 or Battle of Fate. So we have that activated right now. So let's see what they are with the double support. So we could hit this. So their stats, with the double Frieza support up, their stats look as though we had, one of these Saiyan Roar GT characters right next to them, right? Pretty silly right there. Okay, so we'll just go and do this. We are going to have double Frieza next turn, but... I guess it's not really going to be too much of a concern, because it's not going to be double Frieza, it's going to be double Goku. So we'll be fine with the 2 Gokus out. I could use Frieza's handout active skill, too, to create more orbs for Goku and Vegeta. Maybe we go into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, we'll see. 18 million we get up to right there. Okay, so now, we kind of know how they're going to work, right? We could just stack up with them. It seems very safe, because, they have such massive defensive levels, but they're always guarding, right? A lot of times, you would see people with, their Namek Goku screenshots, and I think, if it gets really long, right, once he's past, 4 million defense, maybe, he's gonna start being able to tank those big supers and shit, of course, right? But, you'll see, these 2 million defensive, of him, and it just doesn't really matter, because a lot of those times... that's him without his guard up anymore, right? If he's in slot 1, the damage reduction can certainly be good. But this character, I mean, they're always just guarding. I see so much memeing in the community about, guarding and shit, but, guess what? It's fucking good, dude. Like, yeah, it's fucking good. I mean, again, we're not in 1972. We need these characters to have defensive mechanics to be able to handle bosses. It's just how it goes, right? Like, you know, cry a river. I don't give a fuck, man, about, oh, the big attack stats and stuff. Get me that defense first, then we could talk. All right, UI Goku, don't fail me, buddy. He's not gonna. He's not gonna. But, yeah, all right. Beerus is getting a little bit low. So I think probably next turn, I might be ready to just transform Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. It'll be good because we're going to transform him kind of in like a different, like we had way more stacks. We had what, like 10 plus stacks, 11 stacks? Whoa, chill, UI. Okay. We had like 11 stacks or some shit like that last time we transformed. So we do it a little bit earlier here. That'll be good.
Fusion してっておめえの口から聞けるなんてよ最高だぜベジータフュージョン俺は孫悟空でもベジータでもない俺は貴様を倒す者だ
Woo! I love him. He is my darling. All right, so we got the Scouter up, of course. All right, let's go to Goku. So Goku, oh, I mean, he does change. He changes physical orbs to rainbow, huh? So, I mean, there's not really much of a point to that. All right, let's just go ahead and drop the massive active skill right here for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. There's no reason not to do it right here.
さてといよいよこの俺の必殺技を見せてやるかこれであの世へ送ってやるウルトラビッグバンカメハメ
All right, let's go ahead and just... I guess we could probably just do this. I don't think we're even going to need to swap that other freeze out. Well, I mean, because we see where the super attack is. The problem is I think we're probably going to full heal. Both are the same. Okay, we'll hit this. I mean, that's going to heal us up fully, yeah. So, I mean, remember, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, having the massive stats that he does, right, like that. It's just like you're gonna get like, you know, 1 physical orb, 2 physical orbs, like that's the type of thing that I think can be overlooked about this guy and the LR gods, right? Is, you know, they're with the massive stats, like they don't even need like a healing passive, like, you know, written or like healing ability written into their passive or anything like that. He's just gonna do it just with same type orbs, dude. Ridiculous. If you don't mind me, I actually kind of wanna, I like this animation. I'm gonna play this real quick. Then we'll finish up this fight, and then we'll do the double Gogeta, you know, Wankosaurus Rex turn. Alright guys, let's go ahead and just finish up this turn here. We'll go ahead and get a lot of orbs right there. And then we'll get some orbs right here as well. Not a Link level 10 friend, by the way. A lot of not Link level 10 friends. It's kind of concerning with the Popo event and then the Spirit Bomb event that are available that help with Link leveling. A lot of silly gooses out there, huh? 30 million, okay. I mean, this was a good run, though, because, like, we saw what he looks like, you know, without, like, all the crazy juicing support and stuff like that from, you know, having these massive links of his up. So it's good. Like, I do like getting, like, not just like, all right, let's take a look at Gogeta, you know, again, you know, with the milking table Wankosaurus Rex theme, well, which we're about to do. But, like, let's just see just kind of like a normal setup because, I mean, we're gonna be doing events, right? We're you know, we're gonna be doing category missions and shit like that. We're not just always gonna have him Baka! We're not just always gonna have him like on, you know, the best possible setup and shit like that. And remember, the thing with both this guy and the gods, this applies to both of them, they don't have restrictions. Again, if there's one thing, I'm not seeing enough people talk about that, by the way. how so many of these dominant characters of the 10th anniversary, like, people will whine fucking forever over, like, Kaioken Goku is not perfect, like, suited to our taste. Namek Goku is not, you know, top 1 in the game, so we're just, like, crying and pretending like the anniversary is bad. But, like, at minimum, none of these characters have restrictions, really, right? Like, it's like, I don't, like, they're just good everywhere. Like, who has a restriction? Super Saiyan 2 Gohan does not. Like, dude, his shit is so easy to get. None of the fusions do. Goku and Frieza don't. Like, you're gonna be fine with that. I mean, I guess for Frieza himself, you want either the full super class rotation or full extreme class rotation. But it's like, oh, dude, like, all these major characters of the anniversary, like, they're not rocking nasty restrictions. So again, they're good everywhere. All right, this fight is done, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna just come back. I feel like at this point we've seen like you know, a lot of the good stuff. Like, let's just, you know, now I'll go into some fight. Maybe I might just go back to that Goku Black and Zamasu fight, honestly. That seems to be like the tankiest fight. Like, if you don't use Vegito to just eliminate that HP of that boss, that seems to be the tankiest boss, right? That Goku Black and Zamasu. So I think I'll head back in there, and it's just very simple, very casual. We're gonna set up a rotation. It's, again, very, very obvious and easy and basic. It's gonna be UI Goku on the rotation with his domain up. Super Saiyan 4 Goku 2-turn support. Probably, maybe Daima Goku 2-turn support. And then we're going to have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with 2 AGL Gogetas. And we're just going to, like, let it rain. It's exactly what's going to happen. So I'll come back, you know, maybe once the Super Saiyan 4s have done a lot of stacks, something like that, we'll do a progress update. But we'll make that the last run, and I think I will. That looks like that's going to be my go-to showcase stage, actually. That Goku Black and Zamasu, because they are so freaking tanky. They're like Red Zone Burst Mode Kid Buu. People cry, oh, boo-hoo, let's get the tears out. Oh, my God. Oh, you can't count Burst Mode bosses when, you know, oh, okay. Well, funny enough, dude, that was 1 month ago. We were fighting Red Zone Burst Mode Kid Buu. Now Goku Black and Zamasu look exactly like him. Funny how that works, huh? All right, Chad, I'm pretty annoyed. I've set it up a couple of times, and it's like on turn 12, like one character's getting caught. I tried to do it in the Goku Black and Zamasu stage, but I died a couple of times on turn 12. So I've now been like trying to do this for like 2 hours since. It is tough because like an immortal boss like doesn't really exist because of the Dokkan attack, right? Because of the fucking Dokkan attack. You know, you're gonna get that Dokkan attack, and then the bosses that should be immortal are gonna die. And then now, a lot of the immortal bosses are pussies anyway in front of, like, Gogeta. So, it gets pretty insane. So, like, we don't even have Tech UI Goku's domain up here. I'm now at this point, like, very fucking frustrated. Because it's just like, dude, like, it would be nice if there could just be, like, a training dummy boss. Like, that actually would be, like, super sick. Because, again, it's just frustrating. It's just very frustrating. I mean, we could still see the highest stats we've seen thus far. I mean, we do have, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku going crazy. Let's go ahead and hit this. We'll get this. This is going to give us massive stats. I feel like I kind of want to set it up again, though, with Tech UI Goku's domain. We would have Tech UI Goku's domain up right here, but it's just the way the rotation started. And remember, he's got that shitty ability, which is start of turn, not start of battle. So it can be very frustrating with Tech UI. Okay. All right. And then, again, we're going to get the Dokkan attack, which is going to be stupid as hell. All right, so let's just hit this. Let's just see some of the numbers that Gogeta's going to get right here. If we don't... Yeah, damn, dude. Like, we could get so much higher. I mean, remember, this is a character that could just, like, infinitely stack, right? You know, we get the Tech UI Goku domain. The domain buffs are always ridiculously crazy. Let's just see how Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta does in this turn. Let's see some of the numbers we're going to get and stuff like that. Again, we could easily get higher, but, I mean, with a character like this, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you could always get higher. There's 100 million. Okay. Again, I just wish that there was, like, a place where you could do this stuff that wasn't, like, very damn frustrating. All right, there's the additional super, 76 million. Like, this guy is definitely, like, up there, though. Like, he is actually so good. It's unbelievable. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Hidden potential system normal, not a big deal. All right, let's see what the counters look like. We better get 99 million or else I'm going to be pissed. So here, by the way, Baka! There you go. That's what you like to see. 99 million crit. And then it's like, what? Bujin? You Baka! What are you doing, bitch? Sit down as well, pussy. Yeah, so it's like, it gets pretty crazy, right? Like, the amount of stuff we could do. Again, like, kind of like the milking table. I mean, that was pretty good. We did have Super Saiyan 4 Goku in the last rotation. We had Daima Goku. Remember how much their support specifically juices Gogeta's counters or the active skill will be massively buffed, right? By what he gets right there. So there we go. There is LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I mean, he's incredible. I think right now I'm probably leaning on him at number 3, I think. I think I probably would still put Gogeta at 2. I've seen a lot of people have frustrations with the Gogeta character in base being killed. I suspect, though, that's more of like a 55% thing, right? Like, I think that's what it is. Like, a 55% in the dupe system type thing is more so the issue that's happening with that. Because I have not really had issues with Vegeta, the EGL Vegeta, dying for me in, like, slot 2 or 3. Maybe if we get, like, a bad situation with opening rotations and I got a YOLO with Vegeta in slot 1 or something like that, sure, but Vegeta doesn't really die in slot 2 or 3. I mean, Goku definitely can have some issues. Goku is the one who sold me trying to, you know, get the ultimate turn on, like, turn 14, billion stacks, you know, UI Goku domain, all that good stuff. It was Goku that sold, but it's just what the two Dokkan Fest 10th anniversary Dokkan Fest do with their fusions. It is like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Like, I guess, like, you could just say, like, he is probably, like, stronger, just like as he is. Well, definitely, I would say definitely than Vegito. I mean, Vegito could do a lot of damage, but it's like, you know, it's once you specifically use his active, that's where things change for Vegito. It's like when you talk about the 10th anniversary fusions active skills, again, that's where things start to get a little very, very, very ridiculously crazy. I mean, I guess while we're here, we could quickly just get one more rotation. Let's see what Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's attacks that will be next turn. It's not going to be as high without the double, without the silliness, obviously, right? Of the double Gogeta active, but I mean, we could get a nice little rotation right here. One more to kind of like finish up. Yeah, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he is a very, very crazy character. He's ludicrous. We'll be using him all year. It's going to be like EGL UI Goku in Evolution Blue Vegeta. I mean, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the LR Gods. I mean, these characters will be dominating the game all year, right? Again, it's just like, so last year, to me, it felt like there was kind of more so a big 3 leaving the 9th anniversary with Beast Gohan, EGL UI, and Evolution Blue Vegeta. Like, Broly and Gogeta and the Gammas were good, but they were not on the same level as, like, you know, Beast and EGL UI in Evolution Blue Vegeta, stuff like that. This year, though, I think we're leaving the 10th anniversary with a big 4, actually. Again, we have LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Vegito, Super Gogeta, and then the LR Gods. I think that's kind of like a big 4 compared to what was, again, kind of like a big 3 leaving the 9th anniversary. So that's good, right? I'm definitely very pleased with everything we've seen here. Let's just have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta drop this one more big bomb right here, and then we will finish up. Let me know what you guys think. He is obviously, again, just ridiculously silly of a character. Okay, so yeah, we could go ahead and hit that, although, yeah, this is fine. Let's hit that. So let's see what Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta does on this turn right here. It's just, yeah, what a ridiculous character he is, man. And remember, he's got his Scouter up at all times, so we know Zangia is not supering. That shit is so crazy. Just at all times having a Scouter up. And then his counter, like, Rainbow Orb changing, the crits, the damage reduction. They did a great job with these 7th anniversary LRs. I mean, I can't praise them enough. It's ridiculously busted units, man. And there's 58 million right there. Okay, cool. We'll let him get the barrage off, and then we'll finish up again. Let me know what you guys think of LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but that boy is special. He's different. And remember, I mean, because of the way the stacking works, I mean, it's like, you know, he doesn't really have much of a ceiling, all right? Like, it's like, you know, we could just keep pushing him higher and higher and higher and higher pretty easily. Nice little triple super right there to finish off. I mean, you gotta understand, even the nastiest bosses, it is very difficult for them to last long with, like, him, you know, Gogeta, any of these, like, really, really devastating characters there. So, super impressive by LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Really, really good. Alright, guys, so there was LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Definitely one of the best characters in the game, without a shadow of a doubt here. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the details. So this is Saiyan Warriors with Ultimate Power, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Leader skill is Fuse Fighters or GT Heroes category key 3 and 170% of stats, plus an additional 1 key and 30% of stats for characters who are also on Kamehameha. So the only addition we got as part of the EZA is the extra 1 key to the Kamehameha category characters. So, I mean, they want to make sure the new summonable units are the premium leaders. That does make sense. Their passive skill, Super Saiyan 4 Duo, they activate their intro on their first turn. They get 77% damage reduction and an additional super for 1 turn. And then they get 2 key, 100% attack and defense, and guard for 7 turns. So obviously they are invincible on their first turn. Then they get 200% attack and defense and 2 key per type key sphere obtained. For every key sphere obtained, they get 10% attack and defense up to 77% extra stats. For every rainbow key sphere they get a 10% chance to crit. When attacking with 17 or more key, they get a guaranteed additional super. And then when attacking with 20 or more key, they are super effective against all types, and then they get another guaranteed additional super. So they're just going to be stacking like crazy, right? Huge stacks, guaranteed additional supers. It gets really crazy. They have their active skill, their fusion, which is just 4th turn from the start of battle, and they'll fuse in a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Obviously, just an incredible, amazing, awesome condition. Turn 4 start a battle, very, very easy to do. Their 12 key super attack is the Kamehameha and Final Flash. They get a 50% attack and defensive stack, and then they do colossal damage to the enemy. And then their 18 key super, their ultra super attack is the Dragon Fist and Final Shine attack, which gives them a 50% attack and defensive stack, and then mega colossal damage to the enemy. So it's like, that's, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and, you know, the LR Blues, when we use them, are going to be so crazy because of all the stacks, all the guaranteed additional supers. None of this coin flip bullshit. None of this 70% chance to super bullshit. It's just super, 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 and then they're ridiculously much stronger. It gets very crazy. Their link set is Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Saiyan Roar, Shocking Speed, GT, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Definitely a good link set. You know, they have very good, relevant characters that they can link up really well with. Obviously, EHL Super Saiyan 4 Goku's their best friend. We have Physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. In Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I think, is decent. The Gods are there. LR Tech Gogeta's there. A lot of relevant characters, right? They have an incredible 160% 12 key multiplier, 200% 24 key multiplier like usual. That is all of their stuff right there. So now we'll just go ahead and look at the category teams for LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta here. So the teams that this character has, and remember, they have no restrictions, no like character restrictions, category restrictions, and stuff like that. So they're going to be as good as they are on every team, which is really good. So it's a massive buff for us. So there we have the Fuse Fighter category team. Obviously very, very good now, right? For sure. They're also over here on the GT Hero category team. This could very easily become a very, very good team overnight, man. It does not take a lot for GT Hero to get crazy. Maybe in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could be our EX part EZA, very possible. Then they're also over here on the Shadow Dragon Saga team. Yeah, well, LR Omega last unit here, so quite a while. There's still a lot of stuff to do with the Shadow Dragon Saga, by the way. One day there's going to be like a lot more characters here, but we'll see. Then they're also on the Pure Saiyan category team. So, of course, you know, they're on both of the 10th Anniversary Fusion's leader skills there. They're also over here on the Join Forces category team. You know, that's going to be very, very helpful to have them, for sure. Then they're on the Kamehameha category team, an elite option added to this team. Definitely very, very helpful, right? They're also over here on the Giant 8 Power category team, too. Giant 8 Power, definitely looking pretty good. We did have, you know, what was that? That was Super Saiyan 4 Gohan that died to normals, but we're getting there. Giant 8 Power is almost there as a very, very, very solid team. So there's that. Then they are also on the Battle of Fate category team. We did, of course, use them. That was the Carnival, Goku and Frieza category team. Sure. Battle of Fate, definitely a very strong team, right? A lot of super class characters, a lot of extreme class characters, which is good. Then they're also on the Power Beyond Super Saiyan team. That is, well, I don't think it's going to be a tough mission anymore with the LR Super Saiyan 4s and LR Gods. They're both going to completely decimate the Jiren in that event. But otherwise, I think this would have previously been a pretty tough mission. Power Beyond Super Saiyan against Jiren. Well, tough mission if you use all 6, right? You would definitely have a chance to get caught. But the mission itself is only use 5 characters, right? So you could use, like, Super Vegito or Super Gogeta, which would make it pretty easy. Then, they're also on the Fusion category team. Obviously very good to have another top tier option for Fusion, which is good. Which means the Vegeta is also supporting them, right? This Vegeta is supporting them at all times. Then they're also on the Final Trump Card category team. A team which is, you know, always going to be pretty silly, right? For sure. They're also over here on Accelerated Battle. No, this is Time Limit. This is the Time Limit category team that they're on. Remember, we did have that Super Boo mission, which was tough once upon a time. Yeah, now Gogeta would decimate him. This right here, this is Accelerated Battle, huh? This is the Accelerated Battle category. Yep, this is it. So they're on Accelerated Battle as well. Cool, cool, cool. Then they're on the Bond of Parent and Child category team. Sure. I'm definitely waiting for this to get a 220% for this. Oh, please. And then finally, they're down here on the Earth Protecting Hero category team. Kind of odd, because I don't really think this character, I mean, again, there's some inconsistencies about the category for sure. I don't know if I would say Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta really, I don't know. Like, he's on it though, which is good. So he is getting the support from the Tech Super Vegito as well. So there is the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, right? Remember that we can fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Very, very easy. Just turn 4, start a battle. Then we can active skill transform. And then we transform into, I don't know. I would probably, like, if you remove the actives, so like Super Vegito, Super Gogeta, the LR Blues, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I probably would like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta the most of the 4 if we are not counting active skill. Once the active skills are in there, that's what I think pushes Super Vegito and Super Gogeta to the top. Right, but I don't, Super Gogeta though, I don't know, maybe I do like him with his, because he could nullify, sealing, locking, all that stuff with his just, you know, immune to negative effects ability, which is really good. But, I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, man, is so, he's so crazy. So his passive skill, Super Gogeta's here. He gets 77% damage reduction for 1 turn, so we can always set it up to where he's going to be able to come out and be invincible in, like, the nastiest phase when we'll need it. He gets 300% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets an extra 2 key per type key, or no, excuse me, just per key sphere obtained. So 3 key from any orb, which is really good. He's super effective against all types. He guards. He has a high chance to crit, 50%. He gets a guaranteed additional super, and then he has a scouter as well. I think the Scouter plus buff to his super attack counter is what makes him so ludicrous, right? Then for 4 turns from his first appearance, he will change Rainbow Key Spheres into... he'll just create Rainbow Key Spheres. That's basically his first 2 turns that you see him. For every Key Sphere obtained, he gets 10% attack and defense up to 100%. For every Rainbow Key Sphere obtained, he gets a 10% chance to crit, 10% damage reduction. So he could very easily have 100% damage reduction his first turn, which is ridiculous. When activating his active, or when attacking with 24 Key, he gets a 50% attack buff. Then when receiving an attack, once only when HP is 50% or less, I guess, or for 1 turn only, I should say. When HP is 50% or less, he gets 50% damage reduction. That is something that could become more relevant, I think, in the future, more so than right now, but we'll see. I mean, it's not the best ability, but it'll be something that'll be very useful if you are able to proc it in a bad situation, right? Like, it's, you know, you add that with like any rainbow orbs, and in a critical situation, he's gonna take like no damage, which will be big. And then when receiving a super attack, he has a 70% chance to nullify and counter with tremendous power. Again, remember, once upon a time when this character first came out, it was a dodge and counter, but that was changed to where it's a nullification, which means dodge canceling does not affect it, and he will always counter no matter what, which is awesome. Well, 70% chance, right? But dodge canceling doesn't stop it. And then once only, he has a guaranteed nullify for the super attack if when facing one enemy and that enemy's HP is 50% or less. Okay. Very, very huge guaranteed, nullification, which is awesome. He has his active skill, the Ultra Big Bang Kamehameha. You could do this when your HP is 50% or less, or facing one enemy whose HP is 50% or less. Does ultimate damage to the enemy, and then within the turn activated, all attacks become crits. Pretty huge because obviously, all the attack stacking you're going to do is going to send this damage through the roof, right? It's going to be so crazy. The guaranteed crits, all the damage will be absolutely nuts, right? His 12-key super attack is the Clone Kamehameha. He gets a 100% attack buff and 50% defensive buff for 1 turn, and does colossal damage to the enemy. And then his 18-key super, his Ultra super attack, is the Big Bang Kamehameha, and he gets 100% attack and defense for 4 turns, does mega colossal damage to the enemy, and then disables enemies' action once within the turn. Very, 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 very impressive stuff, right? The attack break, all of it. Linkset remains the same in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan Kamehameha, Saiyan Roar, Shocking Speed, GT, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Just a ridiculous character, right? I think leaving the video, I kind of feel like I like the EZA LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta character right here. Probably as number 3, probably, though. We'll see, right? I'll do a lot of different fights and stuff like that. I just think that it's very difficult to truly, like, what the 10th anniversary Dokkan Fest are doing with their active skills. It's just on a different level, right? That's the thing. But this guy is absolutely ludicrous, ridiculously crazy, true contender. He is definitely, though, a true contender for #1 overall. I think someone would have this guy as #1. I don't think it's like actually like a ridiculous or insane opinion or anything like that. I do think that this character, this LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta EZA, is ridiculously, ridiculously stupid. So let me know what you guys think about LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I mean, I would say he's probably, now the best EZA ever. Every single year, we're going to be changing that up. It's, it was once, AJLUI in Evolution Blue Vegeta. Now it's this guy in the Gods, right? Next year will probably be the Super Spirit Bomb characters. These Dokkan Fest Anniversary LR EZAs are special.